Hi there, my name is Catherine Kelly in case you haven't seen any of my videos before. This week I'm here to talk about my January favorites. This has been a pretty good makeup month for me. I just started my YouTube channel in January, and because of that I spent a lot of time experimenting with new makeup, but also revisiting some of the older things in my collection, and I have found a lot of things that I love this month. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. I have a couple of eye products, some face products, and then one hair care product that I'll go over. Okay, so to get started with the eye products, I have two eyeshadow palettes to mention. They're both a little bit older, but like I said, I've been revisiting some older things in my collection, and I have been obsessed with using both of these palettes. So the first one I have to mention is the NYX Avant Pop Surreal My Heart palette. There's three Avant Pop ones I think that they came out with, and this is the Surreal My Heart one. Okay, so I have been loving this. As you can see, you have like the neutrals in here that you need. But there's also some fun pops of color. Honestly, I use this like on an everyday basis for a more neutral look. So I'll use like this shade and this shade with this one right here on my lid. And I'll swatch that for you. But as you can see, it's just really pigmented in a nice like silvery taupey shade. It's not really like a traditional color. It is super neutral and really nice when you put it all over your lid. Okay, the next palette I have to talk to you about is the Balm Nude Tude palette. So this is, I guess, kind of the Balm's version of Urban Decay Naked or that sort of thing. Like this is their like neutral eyeshadow palette. So some of my favorite shades are this pink standoffish color as well as the sexy burgundy color. So if I just swatch those there, you can see how like absolutely pigmented they are. So that's really great. So yeah, this I use like basically every day, and I used it basically every day in January. It's really great. They do sell it on Amazon.ca, which is where I got it, so that's good. The next two eye products I have to mention go hand in hand. One is a lash primer and the other one is a mascara. So I've been using this Blink lash primer this past month a lot. I have had it for a while. It came in a set with the Blink mascara. I wasn't a huge fan of that, but I've been using this primer along with the mascara that I'm going to talk about, and it's just a traditional white eyeshadow primer. I do wish it was black, but it is really easy to cover up, so I've really been enjoying that. Mascara I've been loving using with it is the Colossal Volume Express by Maybelline. I have the travel size one here. I find that this wand is able to get basically any lash that you find tricky to get. So I find my like very outer lashes on this side tend to droop really far, and I find it really hard to lift them up even when I curl them, but I find that this does a great job of getting them coated with mascara and also lifted up. So I've really been liking this combo, and that's what I have on my eyes today. Okay, moving on to face products, I have quite a few to mention. I'll try to swatch as many as I can, but I'll try to go through them quickly. Okay, so the first one or two I have is also a set. So I got this for Christmas. I ordered it on the Tarte website. It's their like highlighting and contouring set, I guess. So it comes with the Hotel Heiress bronzer, which looks like this. And as you can see, it is pretty dark. It's really pigmented, but you can also go in with a pretty light hand. And that's what I'm wearing today. But probably what I've been enjoying the most is the highlight in, it's called Exposed Highlights. It's one of the Amazonian clay highlighters. And this is just like the smoothest highlighter ever, and it's a really nice like light shade, if you can see there, which works really well for my skin tone. I'm also wearing a bit of this today mixed with something else. Yeah, so I've really been liking wearing both of those together, and I believe it's still available on the Tarte website, and it was a super good deal, so definitely check that out. I have two more highlighting things to talk about. I know highlighting is more of a summer thing generally, but in January I have been obsessed with highlighting. The next thing I have to mention is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit. I did a whole review on this, which I'll link down below, but as you can see, it just comes with 6 really like unique, colorful highlighter shades, which I've really been loving. I have a little bit of Blue Moon and Blue Ice mixed together on my cheekbones on top of the Tarte highlight. Yeah, and this I've been wearing all the time as a go-to for sure. Okay, next, another highlighting palette that I got for Christmas. This is the Sleek highlighting palette in Solstice. Sorry, it might be a little bit reflective there. So basically it comes with 4 highlights, 1 cream, and 3 powders. I have not really used the cream very much, but I've been loving these 2 shades, like this orange one and a more pink one. And as you can see, they're both really shimmery, and they do have a little bit of glitter in them, but I'm not really opposed to that. And I've loved actually mixing 2 of these shades together and wearing them on my face. Okay, one more highlight, I swear, and then I'll be done with the highlights. The next one I have to mention is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. So this, I thought it might be a little bit dark for me. I also got this for Christmas. I thought it might be a little bit dark for me. As you can see, it's a little bit darker than the exposed highlight from Tarte, but this has actually been working really well on my skin. So if you have my skin or even darker, this would work great. Obviously, Becca is known for their amazing highlighters, and I've just been really liking Opal lately. I also have Champagne Pop, which I'm obsessed with, but for January, Opal has been my go-to. Okay, one blush to talk about. I have the Smashbox Blush Rush in the shade Passion. So it looks like this. As you can tell, it's just more of like your mauve-y pink shade. It's pretty nude, so when you swatch it, oh, I'm running out of room. When you swatch it, it's not super bright or anything like that. So I've really been liking that because, as I mentioned, I think in one of my other videos, I don't wear a whole lot of blush, and when I do, I want it to be really nude and subtle. So I'm not wearing it today, not really wearing blush at all today. But yeah, when I do wear a blush, I've been going for this one. A cream contour I've really been loving is this NYX Incredible Waterproof Concealer, and I have it in the shade CS08 Nutmeg. So this is what I'm wearing today under that Tarte bronzer that I mentioned. This is a little bit dark, but I find that it blends out really well. You do have to blend it out fairly quickly because, as it says in the title, it is waterproof, so it sets down pretty quickly. But as long as you do like one side of your face and then blend it out, I find it gives a really nice like shadow effect everywhere on your face. A powder that I've recently rediscovered in my collection is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. So I used to use this all the time, but then I started setting my face with translucent powders, and I've still been like baking under the eyes with the RCMA No Color powder, but this I find has been really great to put like all over my face when I'm setting it. I kind of have been enjoying like the extra added coverage over my foundation of using a powder that has the tint. The last, I guess, like face product I have to mention is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This unfortunately is not my shade. I ran out of my actual shade and bought the wrong one. So this is the shade Rose Ivory. I think normally I'm like beige, light beige or something like that. So I do have it mixed today with another foundation just to make it more my color. But yeah, I've really been loving this. This is like super full coverage. It just like smooths over everything. It looks great in photos, on video. If you have something like really intense going on in your face, you'll probably need to like use a concealer, but this I find for like my everyday is like really good and full coverage. Okay, so for setting spray, I would love to mention the Morphe, it's called the Continuous Setting Mist, I guess. So I got this at IMAX and I've been like obsessed with it ever since. So I don't know, I'm going to try and spray it. I don't even know if you'll be able to see. But it's like an aerosol can, which is like pretty rare, I guess, for setting sprays. I've never really come across one that has an aerosol, and I didn't know if I would be a fan of it. I find it prolongs the wear of my makeup a lot, and I wore it last week for my grad photos, and it kept my makeup on for an extra long time. So I have really been enjoying using that when I need my makeup to stay on for a long time. I wanted to mention this purple conditioner I've been using. It's the Shiny Silver Ultra Color Enhancing Conditioner. I got it at Sally's, but I recently got my hair ombre a little bit more. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit blonder there on the end. But it came out a little bit more like yellow and warm toned than I was hoping for. So I purchased this from Sally's, and I left it in overnight one night, and then I used it like in the shower later in the week, and it has already made such a huge difference for like the ashiness of my hair. It's made it a lot more ashy and just like a more desirable blonde that I wanted. So this has been like a lifesaver really for me, because I wasn't really happy with the way my hair turned out, and now I've really been loving it. So those are my January favorites. I wanted to thank you so much for watching if you did. I've been putting out new videos every Wednesday, so if you like this video or any other video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!